Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, students. How are you? Today's our topic is gaseous exchange in humans. In humans and other higher animals, the exchange of gases is carried out by the respiratory system. Page number 4 to 6. The objectives of today's lesson is to understand the anatomy of respiratory tract. Respiratory system can be divided into two parts, the air passageways and lungs. The organs of the respiratory system includes nose, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi, bronchioles, lungs and alveoli. The alveoli or air sacs increase the surface area for the absorption of air. From diagram, you can better understand the positions of pharynx, larynx and trachea. First of all, the air passageways we will discuss. Air passageways consist of parts through which outside air comes in the lungs and goes out after exchange of gases, means carbon dioxide expel out and oxygen come in. This is called exchange of gases through diffusion. Passage of air consists of following parts. Nasal cavity encloses nose. It opens to the outside through the opening called nostrils. Separated by a wall, each portion is lined by fine hairs and mucus which filter the dust particles from the air. Mucus also moistens and warms the incoming air and keeps its temperature nearly equal to that of body. And hairs also entrap the dust. The next one is pharynx. Nasal cavity opens into pharynx by means of two small openings called internal nostrils. It is a muscular passage common to both food and air. It extends to the opening of esophagus and larynx. Air goes from pharynx into larynx. Pharynx is a muscular passage and common for both food and air. Glottis. Glottis is a narrow opening at the floor of pharynx which leads into larynx. Larynx, air goes from pharynx into larynx. In this slide, I am explaining what are larynx. The larynx, which includes your vocal cords, is another name for the voice box. It's a tube about 2 inches 5 centimeter long in adults. It sits above the windpipe, means trachea, in the neck and in front of the food pipe. The food pipe in the upper part of the neck is called pharynx. The two pairs of fibrous bands called vocal cords are stretched across the larynx. The vocal cords vibrate when the air passes through them. The vibration produces sound. The next one is trachea, also called windpipe. It's also an air passageway, connects larynx with bronchi. It is also called windpipe. It is about 12 centimeter long tube which lies in front of the esophagus. It is lined with ciliated mucosa, beat continuously. These cilia beat continuously in the opposite direction of incoming air, expel mucus loaded with dust and other debris away from lungs. Walls are reinforced with C-shaped cartilage rings. Bronchi, singular bronchus. On entering the chest cavity, the trachea divides into two smaller tubes called bronchi. Right bronchus is wider, shorter and straighter than left. Bronchi is subdivided into smaller and smaller branches. The bronchi and trachea also have cartilaginous plates in their walls. The cartilage keeps the trachea and bronchi from collapsing when there is no air in it. Bronchioles and alveoli. The bronchi continue dividing in the lungs until they make several fine tubules called bronchioles. Now bronchioles loses the cartilage as they become narrower. The bronchioles end as the fine tubules called the alveolar ducts. The alveolar ducts open into cluster of pouches called alveoli. Alveoli are grape-like sacs and it is also called air sacs. Alveoli or air sacs form the respiratory surface in human body. Each alveolus is a sac-like structure lined by a single layer of epithelial cells, and these epithelial cells are bounded by network of capillaries. Now the lungs. A pair of lungs are present in thoracic cavity. The lungs are encaged in a thoracic cavity and in chest wall. It's made up of 12 pair of ribs, and ribs muscles called intercostal muscles. Means there are 12 pairs of intercostal muscles. Intercostal muscles help in contracting and relaxing of ribs when we expire and inhale. A thick muscular layer is present below lungs called diaphragm. It also raises up and down when we inhale and exhale. You know well, and you have studied in previous class, that pulmonary artery from the heart containing deoxygenated blood enters the lungs and branches into arterioles and then into capillaries which surround the alveoli. These then join together to form the venules which form pulmonary vein. The pulmonary vein then carries the oxygenated blood back to the heart. Here is a review of lesson. We have studied that structure of respiratory system consists of nose or nasal cavity. Its function is to warm, moisten and filter air as it is inhaled. Pharynx or throat, passageway of air leads to trachea. Larynx, the voice box where vocal cords are located. Trachea, windpipe, keeps the windpipe open. Trachea is lined with fine hairs called cilia which filter air before it reaches the lungs. Bronchi, two branches at the end of the trachea, each lead to the lung. Bronchioles, a network of smaller branches leading from the bronchi into the lung tissue and ultimately to air sacs. Alveoli, the functional respiratory units in the lung where gases are exchanged. And the lungs, which are present on both sides of chest cavity. These are enclosed in a chest wall having 12 pairs of ribs and are connected with these ribs are connected with intercostal muscles, and a thick muscular structure called diaphragm. Diaphragm is also present below the lungs. Thank you so much, girls. Now it's a time of homework. You will make 8 short question and answers from page 4, 5 and 6, and also the diagram on page number 5, diagram 10.3, the air passageway and the lungs, and learn the topic by heart. Thank you.